everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you come across this video. You're welcome to another episode of Life Matters with Koat on View Radio. And I still remain your wonderful host, Koat. Probably you're just, coming across this post, or this is your first time of joining in the show, and you're wondering what Life Matters with Koat, the show, is all about. Life Matters with Koat is a show where we come up, we talk about real life issues, true stories, stories of things that happen, around us. We also bring up, things that we see online, or probably, that happens around anybody. People come, they share stuff with us. We bring it on board for everyone to learn. And also we post stories, you come on board with stories of people who need one or two advice from people, as we believe that a problem shared is half solved. Most times fully solved. So once again, you're welcome to another episode. It's so good to have you all on board. And today on the show, we will be discussing, about something very, very sensitive. Although it is a story of a guy, not really a full story like that, but you know, it has to do with a guy who got himself into a mess and needs our honest opinion. And also, there is a party involved in this mess, and we want to also seek your advice for the other party. And that is what we're talking about on the show today. But before I go deep and share it with us, let us go for a quick and short break. While we come back, we're going to continue on the show. Don't go nowhere. Don't touch that down. It's time for Life Matters with Quartz. We will be right back. All right, you're welcome back from that short break. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. Today on the show, I have a story to share with us, and I'm going to read it out to you all. And this is from a young guy, and it reads: I masturbate at times when I feel sexual urge. But yesterday, unfortunately, as I was masturbating last night, my mom caught me and she was so disappointed in me. I'm so worried. She hasn't said a word to me since, and I am so ashamed of myself. I'm going to take it again. I masturbate at times when I feel the sexual urge, but yesterday, unfortunately, as I was masturbating last night, my mom caught me and she was so disappointed in me. I am so worried. She hasn't said a word to me since, and I am so ashamed of myself. Now, to start with, I'll be asking, or I'll be, sharing these two things. Okay, for example, as a parent, what would you advise the woman do, or what would you have her do in this situation? As a mother or as a father, I am not a parent yet, but our viewers and audience watching us, as a mother, you just, barge into your son's room and you caught him in the act. There was a cut, like all the Gen Zs would say, you catch him in the act masturbating. What would you do as a parent? And also, as for the boy, what advice do you have for him? Because sharing this alone shows that he knows himself that he fucked up. So, as for the boy, what advice do you have for him? But I'm going to leave, parents, our audience who have, more understanding, to drop what you feel, what advice you could give to the mother in the comment section. Yeah, I'm going to say what I feel too. But first of all, I'm going to start with the advice I can have for the boy. Now, for me, I feel he just needs to be enlightened about the effect of masturbating, because there are so much side effects of masturbating, and the one that I fear the most is the addiction part. Some people, they just started masturbating like a play, and and then they find themselves doing it, and the addiction of masturbation is so bad. Let me share a story with you. So during the COVID-19 period, I went to deliver eggs. My mom sells egg, and while I was going, then the streets were silent. You know, much people were not always outside, and so while I was going in that particular street, this man was on bike. And he parked and started masturbating, like, and I passed. While passing, I thought he wanted to urinate, and looking there, this man was legit winking at me and giving me this sign of, this, should I call it a sexual sign? I don't know. And he was doing that, and he was masturbating like on the street, and that is what addiction would do. So my advice for this boy is for it not to extend into what he does not like. We've also seen videos of people masturbating in the, tricycle. There was the post I saw on Instagram of a lady, like she had to secretly, take a video of this man. So my advice for this guy is to just, read and get enlightened about the side effects of people or guys who masturbate. Once he is aware, when people are aware of something, then you know that, oh, do I want to deal with this? Okay, let me continue. So I cannot deal with this. Let me stop. But our wonderful audience, parents out there, mothers, big aunties, sisters, fathers out there, what advice do you have for such, you know, a mother seeing her son, catching her son in the act? What advice do you have for such a mother? Should she embrace her son, call him and, explain things to him? What do you feel? Drop it in the comment section. And that's it on today's episode of Life Matters, a Koat on View Radio. I want to say a big thank you to all our audience and viewers for joining in the show today. So we'll come your way next episode. Please kindly follow us on all our social media platforms. View Radio Media on Facebook, View Radio on Instagram, on YouTube, and on TikTok. Till I come your way next time. Bye.